तर खरे सुटके झुजारी कोण आणि मागीर हे जे राजा महाराजा आशिल्ले ते झुजले ते कित्याक लागून झुजले. खरे एक राष्ट्र घडपाक झुजले, सगळ्यांक सांगाता घेवन झुजपाक झुजले, सगळ्यांक सांगाता वांगडा वाडोवंक, सगळ्या धर्माचे लोक एक सारखे जिवंक, उंचले जातीचे व्हडले जातीचे अशें पळयनासतना सगळ्यांक एक सारखे पळोवंक तांचें मन आशिल्लें वो ना हाचेर जाय तो सोद करचो पडटा. पूण तितले पासून हे जी तांणी झुजान झुजले ती आपले राज वाडोवपा खातीर झुजले अशेंच म्हणपाक जाता. We have to analyze whether these kings, emperors, when they fought the wars, did they fight the wars to give freedom to the people, to treat everyone equally, to create a nation which will have the same qualities which we have in the constitution today, or was their intention to just expand their empire? And if all this is so, we have to analyze all of these things until we get a clarity about what it is. I think we have to look at their wars, their fights, with the only intention that they wanted to expand their empire. And they would do anything to make their empire survive. We may interpret it in a lot of ways, my dear friends. People who honor certain kings, certain emperors, they honor it only with the desire to show their superiority over others. आपण गुणिस्त, आपण धाडशी, आपण व्हडलो म्हूण दाखोवपाक जायते फावटी अशे लोक करता आनी हाका लागून आपल्या समाजाचे जय जयकार करतात. पूण खऱ्यांनीच राष्ट्राच्या व गोंयच्या सुटके पासत कितें केलां हाचेर जायती भासाभास करची पडटा. गोंयचे सुटके पासत झुजप, भारताचे सुटके पासत झुजप आनी जे गोंयचेर राज चलयताले, भारताचेर राज चलयताचे जशे म्हणल्यार मुघल व ब्रिटीश व पुर्तुगीज हांचेशी बेस्त झगडलो म्हणून कोण सुटके झुजारी जायना. ताचें मन कितें आशिल्लें तें आमी पळोवंक जाय. जेन्ना पुर्तुगीज आयले तो काळ राजांचो महाराजांचो आशिल्लो. म्हणुया तांकां धांवडायिल्ले बीन जाल्यार कसले राष्ट्र घडोवन हाडटली, कसली चिंतना तांच्या मतीन आशिल्ली हें आमी सजमून घेवंक जाय. आनी तशेंच ही झुजां जी झगडलेले ते धर्माच्या नांवान झगडलेले जाल्यार तेवूय आमी सारकें करून चिंतून पळोवंक जाय. कित्याक जाणा आयज काल अशें जालां की ह्या अमक्या महाराजांक व राजांक धार्मीक फुडारी कशे वा धर्माचे राखणदार कशे पळोवन येता. अशें आसा जाल्यार संभाजी महाराजांक, शिवाजी महाराजांकूय धर्माचे राखणदार कशे पळयतात. दे लूक ॲट these people, these historical icons like Sambhaji Maharaj, Shivaji Maharaj as protectors of faith or dharma. अशें आसा जाल्यार आमकां परतून एक क्लॅरिटी जाय. कित्याक क्लॅरिटी जाय? सपोज ते धर्माचे राखणदार आशिल्ले जाल्यार आपल्याच धर्माच्या लोकां आड कित्याक झगडटाले आनी त्याच धर्माचो लोक ह्या महाराजांच्या आड कित्याक झगडटाले हाचेरूय विचार करूंक जाय. उदाहरण घेवया. जेन्ना शिवाजी महाराज बिचोली आयिल्ले ते पुर्तुगीजांकडे झगडो घेवंक नासले. हे जे देसाय आनी सावंत आशिल्ले जाणे तांची ट्रेजरी लुटलेली सावंतवाडीसून आनी ते हांगासर आयिल्ले, बिचोली आयिल्ले, ताका लागून हे शिवाजी महाराज तांचे फाटाफाट बिचोली गेले. त्या उपरांत हे देसाय सावंत लिपोन लिपोन तांकां चुकोवन कोलवाळे बार्देजांत भितर सरले जंय पुर्तुगीजांचे राज आसा. ताका लागून शिवाजी हांचे फाटाफाट मागीर बार्देजांत आयिल्ले. शिवाजी महाराजांचे इंटेन्शन इंतेसांव तेन्ना चिंतप तेन्ना पुर्तुगीजां आड झगडोवंक न्हू, हे हांकां देसायांचे सावंत आसा तांकां धरून आयिल्ले. अशें हांव म्हाज्या अस्तंगी म्हणिना. डॉक्टर पिसुर्लेकर, कामत हांच्यांनी जे इतिहास बरयल्लो आसा शिवाजी महाराजांचेर आनी मराठ्यांचेर ह्या पुस्तकांचेर आदारून हांव हें सगळें म्हणटा. सो what I'm trying to say is, if Shivaji Maharaj was fighting against people to spread the religion or be a protector of the dharma, then why did he go behind the Desais and the Savants from Savantwadi till Bicholi? He came here to Bardez not with the intention to fight the Portuguese. He was chasing the Desais and the Savants who had looted his treasure in Savantwadi and went to Bicholi, and from there came to Bardez, which is why he ransacked everything. And it's only when he got his treasury back and all that he had a deal with the Portuguese and he went back. Coming to Sambhaji Maharaj. When Sambhaji Maharaj came to attack Goa, the Ranis especially and other local Hindus were along with the Portuguese to fight against Sambhaji. I am not saying all of this on my own. I am referring to books written by Dr. Pisullekar, Portuguese Maratha Relations, and also Mr. Kamath, who wrote the book on life of Shivaji and Sambhaji. And referring to these books, I am narrating all these things. Nothing is of my own. So according to Dr. Pisullekar, he writes that the Ranis especially and the Desais, the Nayaks, they were in collaboration with the Portuguese to fight against Sambhaji. Now the thing is, it looks like the local Goans did not view Sambhaji as a protector of the dharma. हे जे गोंयकार आशिल्ले ते संभाजीचे आड झुजून गेले कित्याक तांच्यांनी त्या काळार ताका धर्माचो राखणदार कसो पळोवंक ना. अशें म्हणल्यार आमी जाणा राणे आनी पुर्तुगेजांचे टावटिव जातालेच, पूण जेन्ना संभाजी आयलो हेच राणे पुर्तुगेजांच्या वांगडा गेले. जाल्यार अशें म्हणूं येता की हे जे महाराज आसात आनी राजा आसात ते गोंयकारांक खरेंच लागू जातात वा ना. The question is whether these rulers, these kings, these maharajas, are they really relevant for Goans? We can only say this and evaluate these incidents in light of what happened in those days and how the people took them in those days. But the way the local Goans were retaliating against the Marathas, did not want them to enter Goa, and for that matter they were ready to go to an extent that where they usually fought with the Portuguese, like the Ranis fought with the Portuguese, they revolted against the Portuguese. At one point, they collaborated with the Portuguese to go against Sambhaji Maharaj, which means he was given a no welcome. He was not welcomed. Therefore, my dear friends, all these Jayantis and this and that, when we are celebrating kings, Chhatrapatis, we have to ask ourselves for whom it is relevant. Why it is relevant. Let anyone celebrate whatever they want to celebrate. But then the way the narrative is put today, the way we are trying to refer to films and movies as historical narratives without understanding that these movies a lot of time have exaggerations and things and dialogues and events which may not have historically happened. They may give you a historical outline, but they also miss out on a lot of historical data. And they purposely do not show a lot of things which could be a very, very relevant part of that person's history. For example, we have to raise the question, what happened to Shivaji's wife, the stepmother of Sambhaji? How did she die? Why was Shivaji little upset with Sambhaji? Where was he during some of the period of his time? Which army did he serve? Why was there tussle between the father and son duo for some time? And then he came back to raise the Maratha Empire to a full power. To be straight, Sambhaji Maharaj and all will be very, very relevant for the Maratha community, with all due respect. But then, are they relevant for the whole of Goa? And are they relevant for a religious community? To what extent? These are discussions we can go on having and try to get a more clarity. Very, very important people who have played a very, very important role in the liberation of Goa. गोंयचे सुटके पासत ह्या लोकांनी जायते केल्ले. एकट्याचेच घर बांदून आदार करप हें सारकें आनी दुसऱ्यांनी जांच्यांनी बराबरचो आपलें योगदान दिल्लें आसा, बराबरचें योगदान दिल्लें आसा, तांची कोण खबरूच आयज करिना. आतां दूख भोगता की आयज काल आमी तेरेकॉल वीर आल्फ्रेड आफोन्स हाचो कोण उगडासूच करिना. पीटर फेर्नांडीस, फ्रीडम फायटर एंटनी, हे खंय गेले? तांचो इतिहास आमी कित्याक नको? गोंयाक जेन्ना काडून महाराष्ट्रांत घालूंक सोदताले तेन्ना कितें जाल्लें? हे जे दोन समाज आसात गोंयांत तांचे मदें टावटिव जाताले, तांचे मदें एक उचांबळाय जाल्ली. गोंयाक एक वेगळें राज्य करपाक गोंयकार झुजले. आयज घडये आयजे 43% जे त्या काळार जांच्यांनी महाराष्ट्रवादी पक्षाक मत घाल्लें, आयज आपणाकूय ते गोंयकार म्हणटा जायत. Those 43% who voted in favor of merger of Goa with Maharashtra, they may proudly say that they are Goans. But in depth, out of conviction, how much Goanness do they have? But then, does it even change history and mentality and culture? It does not. Everyone go along with their tradition. And this is exactly what was projected during the opinion poll day. Today, to an extent, we remain unaffected with a lot of things that happen in other states. But then those waves, those evil vibes are coming into Goa. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and wait more for my videos.